What's going on, guys? It is the end of the summer.
So sad.
There are no more explosions.
Michael Bay has left the building.
So, we decided that we're going to go ahead and put up our top 10 most anticipated movies of the fall, which is pretty much the end of the year.
Yeah, we're counting it to the end of the year. It's easier to call it that.
Yeah, break them up every 4 months. That's pretty much how we're going to do this.
It's not going to be quarters.
Yeah. So, we both compiled a list. We went through starting right around Labor Day, the weekend after Labor Day.
Yeah, but there's nothing really coming out the 2 weeks around the Labor Day.
And we went all the way to the end of the year and looked at 50, 60, 70 trailers. Went through a list of things that we're really excited about, and then we took a list of 40 or 50 movies and compiled it into 10.
Yeah, each. Okay, so we're just going to talk about a few of our tops. We'll put links to the trailers down below.
Yeah.
So make sure to check out all of our movies.
Yes.
So, in John's number 10 slot.
My 10 slot. This is going to probably freak some people out. Scout's Guide to the Zombie Apocalypse. I actually overlooked this movie because I was like, this is probably going to be really dumb. And then I watched the Red Band trailer. And I have not laughed so hard at a trailer.
It's been a while.
It has been so long, so it bumped on my number 10. Is it going to be dumb? Yes, it has to be. But you know what? As long as it's somewhat close to Zombieland, then I'm going to be okay. As long as it's fun, goofy, and it's got Patrick Schwarzenegger in it. So, I mean, come on. It should be fun.
Those are some high standards.
High standards.
Those are some high standards.
Number 10 for that movie. I cannot believe I put that at number 10, but
wow.
I laughed. And that was what was funny about it.
Okay, so we compiled our list separately.
Yes.
And we found out that we both put Crimson Peak in number 8.
The 8th spot.
This is Guillermo del Toro's new movie.
It's going to be awesome.
And I am probably going to be extremely scared after this movie.
Yes.
Like, it's a thriller. It's got Charlie Hunnam, Jessica Chastain, Tom Hiddleston, Mia Wasikowska.
It just looks, it's awesome. It really does look awesome.
Yeah.
If you need to know, or at least an idea of what it could be, go watch Pan's Labyrinth. That is Guillermo del Toro at his possible creepiness.
Yeah.
It's in Spanish, just FYI. But
watch it in Spanish with the subtitles.
Yes, it was
so good.
Amazing. So
yeah.
I'm excited about this movie. I love Guillermo del Toro, so I have high hopes for this movie.
Oh yeah, me too. Okay, my number 7 is Pan. It's got Hugh Jackman and Amanda Seyfried in it. It's the new retelling of Peter Pan.
I keep on forgetting she's in that movie.
She's not my favorite actress ever. But the big reason that I want to see this is actually because of the director, Joe Wright. He's done a lot of our favorite movies.
Really has.
And he's just got some of the best cinematography out there.
He's visually, he knows how to tell a story properly through directing.
Through visuals.
Through visuals. So I'm excited about Pan. It's not on my top 10, but Joe Wright is up there in one of my favorite directors. He's directed a couple movies like Pride and Prejudice, the one with Keira Knightley, Atonement, Hannah and Anna Karenina, some of the big ones that most people know. So.
Yeah, so check out his directing style. Let me know if you agree.
Okay, so my number 7 is Legend. Legend stars Tom Hardy twice. He plays the brothers Cray, and it's pretty much just the telling of the underground mafia in England.
Yeah, it's a gangster movie.
It's a gangster movie. It's going to be awesome. You got Tom Hardy twice, Emily Browning, and I'm going to butcher his name. What is it?
Taron Egerton.
Taron Egerton, which he was Eggsy in
Kingsman Secret Service.
Thank you. And the trailer looks amazing.
Yeah.
Tom Hardy literally looks like two different people.
He does.
I am really excited about this. I hope he gets nominated for something.
Yeah.
It's going to be awesome. I cannot wait.
Okay, so my number 5 is The Walk. This one has Joseph Gordon-Levitt in it, as well as Sir Ben Kingsley. Joseph Gordon-Levitt actually plays a Frenchman who is actually a tightrope walker. He decides that he wants to do one of the most daring stunts in the world, so he takes a cable and strings it between the Twin Towers in New York and walks across. And it looks like an absolute horror movie for people who are scared of heights.
Yeah.
But I'm very much looking forward to it. It's going to be an IMAX.
Go see it in the IMAX.
Yeah.
I mean, it's directed by Robert Zemeckis, who did Back to the Future
And the Polar Express.
So, I mean, you've got the visuals of that one, and it looks amazing.
It does.
It will probably freak me out. I'm not afraid of heights. That movie kind of freaks me out. So, that'll be good.
Yeah.
Okay, so my number 4 is The Revenant, starring Leonardo DiCaprio, Tom Hardy again.
Yeah.
He's in everything now.
He's been busy.
And then Damahan Gleeson, who was in...
He was in the Harry Potter series. He
Yes.
was one of the older Weasley boys. He was also in Ex Machina.
Yes, that's the one I couldn't remember. This movie is directed by Alejandro Inarritu.
Yes.
He was the Academy Award-winning director last year for Birdman, which if you've not seen that movie, you are
Definitely see
missing
it.
out. That movie was amazing.
Yeah.
And what was nice about it, what's cool about it, is that he did this concept of what's called a tracking shot, where it doesn't look like the movie cuts at all. And I'm kind of hoping he does the same thing with The Revenant, because it's looks like a Western frontiersman in like the 1820s. So, I mean, it'd be really cool to see just those shots and people being attacked and horseback riding where it just doesn't get cut. And that it really excites me, just the whole thing.
Yeah.
I mean, Leonardo DiCaprio is a fantastic actor, so this movie should be nominated for a lot of things. I'm hoping.
Yep. Hopefully it'll win a lot too.
Hopefully it'll win a lot too.
Okay, so my number 3 is The Martian. This is Matt Damon's new movie. It looks so good. It's got Matt Damon, Jessica Chastain, Kate Mara, who is in the Fantastic Four. Kristen Wiig is in this movie, which surprises me.
In a drama, that's going to be good.
I hope it's good.
I hope she does well in this.
And Chiwetel Ejiofor, he was in 12 Years a Slave, which is also a really good movie.
Amazing movie.
So with The Martian, Matt Damon has to science his way through the next few years on Mars while he's waiting for a rescue.
Yes.
And
It's directed by Ridley Scott, which... Alien. That's all we have to say. Alien. Ridley Scott, if he goes back to true form, it's going to be edge of your seat.
Yeah.
Thriller, action, we don't know what's going to happen, drama.
Just the whole package.
The whole thing.
He's so good at giving the entire story.
It's going to be awesome. Speaking of story, Drew Goddard helped write the screenplay of this movie. And he did movies like World War Z, Cloverfield, which is one of our personal favorites. And actually was one of the main people on the Daredevil TV series on Netflix, which is also absolutely amazing. So, high hopes on this one.
Yeah.
I mean, the star power alone, and then you add in everything else, the director, the writer, this movie is going to be absolutely awesome.
Yes.
Doing these lists, we found out that we have a shared number 2 also. And that number 2 on our top 10 list is...
Spectre.
James Bond. Daniel Craig. We're done here. Drop the mic. I mean...
Yeah. This is possibly Daniel Craig's last Bond, which I'll be sad about, but I do understand that...
He's getting up there in age, unfortunately.
Yeah.
And that's the part that's kind of sad. He is getting up there in age, but he's been a great Bond. I mean,
no complaints.
Spectre has Daniel Craig...
Monica Bellucci, Ralph Fiennes, Léa Seydoux, Christoph Waltz, Dave Bautista, and Andrew Scott. He was Moriarty in the BBC Sherlock Holmes.
Yeah. And it's directed by Sam Mendes, who did Skyfall. So we've got the same action, that same feel. Everyone's kind of coming back, like all behind the scenes start. So I do not see this movie bombing at all.
Not with the people that are involved
Not
with
with
it.
the people. Christoph Waltz is a scary man.
Yes.
I hope
he does an amazing bad guy.
I was so ecstatic when we heard Christoph Waltz was going to be in this movie. So it has to be good. November cannot come soon enough for this movie.
Okay, so our number 1, of course, is the same.
Has
Star
to be.
Wars: The Force Awakens. So amazing.
What cannot be said about this movie? That
Christmas is going to be awesome.
Christmas is going to be an awesome time. Obviously, we have the original cast back.
Yeah, so we've got Harrison Ford, Mark Hamill, Carrie Fisher, of course Peter Mayhew came back. Joining the original cast, we've got Oscar Isaac, who's an amazing
Amazing actor.
creepy guy. He does so good at the creepy characters.
Yeah.
Simon Pegg is in this one. Gwendolyn Christie, who was Brienne in Game of Thrones.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that.
Domhnall Gleeson again is in this. The guy from Ex Machina. Adam Driver is playing Kylo Ren, which we've heard a lot about his character. I still know almost nothing about his character.
Something about the First Order.
Yeah.
He's not technically a Sith. Or he's not a Sith, according to JJ.
Yeah. So,
And
I don't know. We'll see how that works. Also, we've got Andy Serkis because...
It's Andy Serkis.
Yeah. And, of course, Lupita Nyong'o.
So, I like I said, J.J. Abrams is directing this. Most people know him from the new Star Treks, the rebooted Star Trek movies. So, that's going to be awesome.
He's going from one space to another space.
we both like that it's not all CG.
Yeah.
It's a lot
They're doing a lot of practical. They're
Yes.
merging the two, and that's really what needs to be done.
And it's fantastic. The love, the care that JJ's taking with making the Star Wars movies right. I mean, you've got Lawrence Kasdan who wrote this movie, which that should help out a lot of the big Star Wars fans because he wrote Empire Strikes Back, Return of the Jedi. He helped out with Indiana Jones.
Yeah.
So there's so much love to this that I know we don't know anything about the story. Thank you for not leaking it.
Seriously.
Thank you for doing trailers and teasers properly. I love that.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on in this movie. I don't want to know. I want to be surprised.
But just looking at, again, the cast, the crew, everybody involved with this movie, I feel like Disney has found some really good people that are going to treat this the way that it needs to be.
Yes. It is. That's perfect. That's perfect. Exactly. I agree with you the same way. So, Star Wars Episode 7, The Force Awakens. #1 movie of the fall. Okay, guys. There's a quick look at our top 10 movies for the fall that we're most excited for. Let us know
Down in the comments.
what y'all thought of it. Did we miss a movie? There are a lot.
Yeah.
We're pretty sure we did.
Yeah.
We've got, what?
We've got somewhere around 40 movies that we want to see in the next 4 months.
Yes. That is a lot.
So exhausting.
And it's gonna be awesome.
Yes.
But give us a thumbs up on this video. Check out our other stuff. Like, we do movie reviews. We do some fun stuff. We do some crazy challenges, crazy stuff. Just having some fun.
Yeah.
Follow us at Facebook,
Twitter,
Instagram,
and Snapchat.
and don't forget,
Always level up.